Hey everyone, my name's Keenan. I'm the product manager working in our portfolio management group under our plan stage. And today we're going to talk about our 12.6 release. Let me go ahead and share my screen so we can look at the planning doc and follow along with these together. So as many of you know, over the last two releases, we've been pushing improvements to Epics through a lot of conversations with you, the users, in our discussions inside of issues and Epics themselves, as well as customer interviews. It's become abundantly clear that Epics are frustrating, mainly because they don't have the same functionality and flexibility that you're used to having with your issues. And being that Epics are collections of related work, we want to make them as flexible and easy to use so that you can plan work accordingly and with ease. So keep an eye out for our 12.5 release post so you can see the improvements that we made in 12.5. But over the next few releases, you're going to see us continue to make improvements to Epics with the goal of just making them easier to create, manage, and link Epics to their sub-epics and issues, just to make it easier for you to plan your work. In 12.6, the one that we're going to focus on is just giving you the ability to filter an issue list, both at the group and project level, to view issues inside of it easily. And what that's going to look like, we're all familiar with our standard issue list. You're just going to have an ability to look for an epic inside of the filter bar, either be by an epic name or by the number, if you happen to know that off the top of your head. Again, just really in the effort to allow you to pull up an epic quickly in the issue list, and a function that you're used to using already. So you can actually just view the issues inside of there with the same information that you're used to having on the issue list page. Likewise, excuse me, we are going to begin a big push to bring more value and usability to our roadmap offering. Again, through many discussions with customers, we have learned that currently in its form, the roadmap just doesn't give you the information you need to make it very valuable. So over the next few releases, you again are going to see us push more functionality and options to enable them to give you that information and just make them easier to use overall. So one of the big ones that I'm super excited about is the ability to actually expand parent epics in your roadmap so you can see the hierarchy of sub epics under them. What that's going to look like is something similar to this design mock-up we have here. If you see on the left, you have a parent epic that can be expanded and collapsed and list the individual sub-epics under it on those horizontal rows. So you can actually see where those sub-epics live in the span of a parent epic itself. And understand, maybe how can you do proper sequencing and understand the order epics need to be worked on, or just, how big they are compared to each other. The next one that we're looking at is the ability to show milestones in the roadmap, very similar to what we just discussed before. It's if you have a collection of work in an epic and sub-epics, knowing how large that work is against your timelines or your milestones is super important. And without that, it's really difficult to gain value from the roadmap view because you're not actually seeing these segments of time that you have defined with your milestones. And so what you're going to see is something similar to this. We're up at the top of your roadmap. You'll have a horizontal section that shows your milestones and the time frames that they cover, with additional information being shown on hover if you actually put your cursor on top of it. The third big one that we're looking at is the ability to view fixed and inherited start dates of the epics on your roadmap. So if you look at our 12.5 release, one of the items we pushed out was enabling your parent epics to inherit the start and due dates below them inside of their children. And so what we need to do now is surface that information up to the roadmap so you can actually have a holistic view of what that entire collection of work actually represents. So if you see here, you'll be able to hover over the epic and see the dates that have been set or inherited from its children. That in combination with the ability to expand your sub-epics and see your sub-epics on the roadmap, your ability to see milestones on the roadmap now, as well as individual dates on the milestones and the epics, we believe we're starting to build a more valuable picture of your work that you can visually use to demonstrate it to your peers, you can show it to other people in your business, or really just help you as a team plan your work out over time. So those are the items that we're pushing to get out in 12.6. We're super excited to continue to add more value to the plan stage, specifically here in portfolio management. Like always, you can reach out to me directly. You can see my handle in the comment section or in the description below the video, as well as just any issues. Please reach out to us, talk to us. We love to hear your feedback, and we really want to make this a better experience for everybody. So thank you, and we'll talk next month.